Hello and welcome to the morning of day number 11. So, I've had my 10 days of a rice mini. I didn't fall off. There was a couple of points where I think I crossed into a grey area. Like, I know that I'm allowed tea, but I made like an iced tea that was literally just like tea, but then chilled. So I'm not entirely sure whether or not that counts as having failed or having passed out of it, or... But anyway, all of that aside, I think I only had like 3 cups of that across the entire week. So it hasn't affected things too badly. And I know this because I've weighed every single morning and it looks fine. Like, there's a definite progression there that isn't like slowed by anything or, you know. Oh, dearie me. Sorry, I'll just clean my glasses. Things went okay. I feel better about having done the rice mini now that it's over and I can just eat whatever I want, rather than yesterday when I still had a couple of meals left of, of rice to eat. My takeaway from it is that it's, in my opinion, for me, not as effective as a potato-based mini. I don't think I've lost anywhere near as much as I've done previously, although that could be multiple different factors. I found it a lot harder in the, in the last third, where usually I'll get like, so potatoes. What I found is when I'm doing a potato mini is I'll get to around about halfway and I'll start going, oh, I'm a bit bored of potatoes. But I can kind of run with it and stick with it. And yeah, okay, like I feel the need for a couple of days off of potatoes, but I never get to the point of it and go, potatoes again. You know, like I never really get to that point. Like I get to, sure would be nice to eat something that isn't a potato, but I never get to, Whereas this time with rice, I was fine all the way through up until like the last third, and then it just went and downhill. And I do not want to eat rice for a while. Like, this section of cupboard here is not gonna get used. Let's be honest. Not for a couple of days at the very least, and probably not even for a couple of days, because I've got 2 days off now, today and tomorrow, where I'm going to eat stuff. I'm still going to try and be whole foods plant-based, but if I slip to vegetarian or slip all the way and have something like that, it's 2 days. There's not really a lot that 5 days can do for me. I'm hardly going to lose a kilo a day at this point. And then I go off to Essen, where I'm hoping that I'll be able to find some pretty decent vegetarian and vegan options, but it might very well be that all there is like vegan junk food or like, or just normal meat eater sort of stuff. So, I don't know, we'll see. Oh, dearie me. I don't know, like, your mileage may vary. It might be that you absolutely love a rice mini but can't deal with a potato one. Could be the same way as me. Could be that, you made it all the way through and just didn't care. And it was fine. I don't know. But, oh well. Well, shall we have a look at the last things that I ate then? Yesterday. Why not? So, lunch yesterday for day 10 was this. And day 11 was this. No, not day 11. My dinner on day 10. It's too early. This is why I don't record videos on a morning. I always leave it till late at night, because late on at night, my brain is working because I've eaten enough carbohydrates for it to actually like fire on all cylinders. Never mind. Anywho. All things considered, it's worked out okay. Let's do the weigh-ins and stuff like that, shall we? So here's what I weighed at the very, very beginning here. And here's what I weighed in at today as my weigh out. And you will notice that we've seen this number before. When did we see this number? Well, we saw this number 17, 18 days ago, because it was the number that I finished on at the end of my last mini, and then I had a week off because my mum was here and I ate complete rubbish and didn't take photographs of any of it because I didn't want to put everyone through that because it was that bad. So all told, I've lost an amount. Like exactly how much is here because I haven't done the maths or anything. I think it's only about 3 kilos. I think it is only about 3 kilos or about 6 pounds, 6 or 7, which is nothing like what I've done before. Like my previous minis are now like over here. This is what I've lost previously, or this is what I've lost previously, like whichever way around I've done it. So this one, yeah, I think I'm justified in feeling like this one hasn't worked as well and was harder to stick to besides that. So I'm probably not going to do rice again. Like, I've changed my mind from early on in the week. Early on in the week, it was still like, you know, fairly novel, and all the way up till like day 5, it was still novel, and I was like, yeah, I can do this, woo! But, yeah, my mind has been changed. So, oh well, never mind. We live and learn, don't we? So, where do we go from here? Well, today, I'm going to put up a vlog later on for today. It's going to show you what I've eaten today. I can't promise it's going to be any good or in any way like, you know, decent. But I'm going to start off with beans on toast with some nice rye bread. And I might put a little bit of cheese on. I don't know. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I suppose it depends. I'll be completely honest with you. I realized the other day that I hadn't had a fried egg in, as far as I can tell, 6 months. Like today is day 184, I think. I'm fairly certain it's day 184, which means I have actually been doing this. Hi, Rowan. Hi. Yeah, is that right? I know I'm going to have to re-record this bit. Or just leave it in, one of the two. Yeah, I'm like, what would you like? I mean, you've got gingerbread out there, like here. How's about we have the multivitamin that you should have, because I completely forgot to give it to you first thing. Would you like your multivitamin? There you go. There's your multivitamin. And then, I don't know, would you like a little fruity bar? You gonna eat your multivitamin? Yeah? Oh, well, he's ran off without his fruit bar. Yeah, so today, as far as I'm aware, is day 184, which means I've been doing this now for 6 months and a day and a half. Something like that, because I think it's like 365 and a quarter days in a year, a non-leap year. That's good, like on average anyway, like, you know, 365 and then there's a 366th. That's really hard to say. So yeah, like 365 days, split it in half, 182.5, 183, let's say. So today's 184. So I've been doing this now for 6 months and a day. Or at least since I started my journey, has been 6 months and a day. I'm still not under 100 kilos, which is disappointing to me. But I did start a lot higher than when I was losing weight before, when I was in Bristol, when I first moved to Bristol, before I got my job at Forbidden Planet and put it all back on and then some. And, you know, like at that point I was 118 kilos pretty much. So I lost 18 kilos by, you know, going to the gym and, you know, eating like chicken and rice and that sort of stuff. And now I've lost 26 kilos in 6 months. So, you know, like a little bit over. Was it 3 months that I was? Yeah, it was 3 months. So I've lost close to double, or at least like, you know, like a fair amount in the same time without exercising, without feeling like it was a chore or spending hundreds on meat. I've saved a bunch of money. Like, you know what? Like, parts of it I haven't even been that good at, you know? Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's been the occasional McDonald's and takeout and you know, like still some meat eating, and I did have like, I think roughly like a month off. I feel like I had like a month off of just not eating things, or was it like 2-3 weeks or something like that? I can't remember. I know I had an amount of time after my operation where I was just like trying stuff to see whether or not like it would cause problems. And because, you know, they didn't really take into account like the dietary information that I gave them, and just kept on giving me like liverwurst and stuff. But I don't know. Like, I think it's gone pretty well. I really want to keep this going forward. I know that I've already sort of gone over all of this and said that I don't think I can go back for any particular amount of time, but I actually want to keep this going, which is really strange. Like, usually like a diet or anything, or like any attempted weight loss, you're like, yeah, I can't wait to finish. No, I quite like this. Hopefully through sticking with this sort of thing and doing this sort of cycle where I have like 10 days on, a couple of days off, 10 days on, a couple of days off of like the Mary's Minis, and still stick to like whole foods, plant-based for the most part. Hopefully that'll work, and I don't know, like another 6 months from now, I'll be, you know, skinny as a rake. I'll be down to like 75 kilos or something, like, you know, 150, 160 pounds. Who knows? I know my goal's about 80 kilos. I don't want to get too thin, which is a weird thing to say, but never mind. Right, I'm going to stop waffling. Basically, I'm going to go and make my toast and beans and all of that sort of stuff. Make sure that Rowan's quite happy with, you know, like playing around with Lego and Duplo and that sort of thing. Oh, he's back again. Hi. Would you like this by any chance? You see, I got this out for you. Here. There you go. So yeah, I got you a little apple bar. Yeah, I got you a little fruity bar. I'm not going to eat it. This is for you. Do you want to bring me your water cup and I'll fill it up? No? Well, tough then. I can give you some bread. No, I'm not giving you anything from the snack cupboard. Nope. No, because you've already had chocolate covered gingerbread this morning. I'm gonna go. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm gonna stop waffling and get on and make my beans on toast, and I shall speak to you again later on today with you know, my final sort of check-in of the day. I hope everything's going all right with you. I hope if you've just finished a mini as well, like I know quite a few people have, everything's gone good. If you're in the middle of it, stick with it. I know you can do it because I just got through this 10 days of hell. So I'm sure you'll manage as well. Yeah, and yeah, I'll see you next time, okay? Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.